God says, "My child, come closer to me now. Sit with me in this quiet moment, because what I am about to reveal carries weight, urgency, and divine purpose." Your spirit has already sensed it, those sudden waves of heaviness, the unexplained anxiety, the feeling that something around your soulmate is slipping, cracking, or trembling. You did not imagine this. You did not overthink this. Your intuition was not wrong. There is a shadow approaching the place where your soulmate lives. A threat to the roof above their head. A danger pressing against the walls of the home that once held their laughter, their memories, and the silent dreams they carried within their chest. And this danger is not simply physical, my child, it is spiritual, emotional, karmic, and deeply connected to choices made long before you even knew one another. Your soulmate is soon going to lose the house they currently live in, not because they are careless or unworthy, but because there are forces working against them that they cannot see, but I can. My child, let me explain this in the way your heart can understand. There comes a moment in every soul's journey when the storms they avoided, ignored, or endured silently begin closing in. Your soulmate has been carrying burdens that they refuse to let others see. They acted strong even when they were crumbling. They smiled even when their spirit was bruised. They pretended everything was fine, hoping the problems would fade if they stayed quiet. But silence does not heal what needs truth. Silence does not stop what is coming. Silence does not protect what is shaking. And now, the consequences of their silence are finding their way to their doorstep. My child, your soulmate received a warning long ago. Whether written or spoken, whether in a letter, a message, or through someone else's voice. A notice, a document, a payment reminder, or a legal issue that they pushed aside because their heart was already overwhelmed. They thought they had more time. They thought the storm would pass. They thought they could handle it alone. But time has run thin. And now the home they live in. The place where they sleep. The space holding their memories, their hopes, and the fragile sense of stability they cling to, is slipping out of their hands. Your soulmate is in danger of losing it. But listen, my child, this is not meant to create fear in you. This is meant to awaken the truth. Because you are spiritually connected to this moment. This situation was never meant to be faced alone. You felt the shift before they even said a word. You felt the heaviness that wasn't yours. You sensed the confusion that didn't belong to you. Your heart clenched without reason. Your spirit turned restless without explanation. And that is because your soulmate's fear echoed through the connection that binds your souls, an unseen cord woven by destiny, protected by me. You are feeling what they are too scared to voice. Now breathe, my child. Let me guide you deeper into what is happening. There is someone in your soulmate's life who played a part in this crisis. Someone who either neglected their responsibility, lied, manipulated them, or caused them financial, emotional, or legal harm. A jealous person. A selfish person. A reckless person. Someone who benefited while your soulmate suffered. This individual's choices contributed to the danger pressing against your soulmate's home. And your soulmate, being kind-hearted and trusting, did not see the trap forming beneath their feet. But I saw it. I witnessed every deception. Every lie told behind their back. Every opportunity stolen. Every delay caused. Every barrier intentionally created. And now, my child, the consequences of that deception are rising to the surface. Your soulmate has been praying in silence. They have been whispering into the darkness of their room, asking for help, asking for guidance, asking for strength, not knowing that their prayers traveled to my throne and that I heard every word, even the ones they could not speak aloud. Your soulmate is overwhelmed. They are exhausted. They are holding back tears. And they are terrified of losing the one place that made them feel grounded, even if it wasn't perfect. Right now, they are blaming themselves. Right now, they are carrying guilt for not protecting their future. Right now, they are drowning in the fear of losing everything at once. And my child, that is why I brought this message to you. Because you are the light in their darkness. You are the soul who can feel their pain even from miles away. You are the one whose prayers can reach them faster than their own strength can rise. You are the one whose presence spiritually shields them. You were not chosen randomly. You were not drawn into their life by accident. You were not connected to their spirit by coincidence. You were placed in their destiny so when moments like this came, they would not fall alone. Your soulmate thinks they must carry this burden without involving you. They think they must protect you from their truth. They think their problems would scare you away. They think revealing their crisis would make you see them differently. But that is where they are wrong. Because your soul is stronger than their fears. Your heart is deeper than their secrets. Your intuition is sharper than their silence. My child, I need you to understand something very important now. The house is not just a building. It represents everything they never told you, their struggles, their battles, their loneliness, their fears, their regrets, and the weight of responsibilities they carried silently. When the house trembles, their heart trembles. When the house is threatened, their future is threatened. And the reason you were pulled emotionally into this moment is because the future they fear losing includes you. There is a connection in your destiny. A merging of paths. A divine link that was created long before the crisis appeared. This moment of loss is not meant to destroy your soulmate. It is meant to awaken them. To show them the truth about the people around them. To push them to break free from dependence on toxic ties. To reveal who supports them and who abandons them. To clear the path so that they can walk into the future I designed for them, and you. My child, I know your heart is soft. I know hearing this makes you feel worried, protective, emotional. And that is because your spirit recognizes the urgency. But hear me clearly, this crisis is not the ending. It is the turning point. This loss is not destruction. It is transformation. Your soulmate is not collapsing. They are awakening. My protection is already wrapped around them. But I need your heart to stay open, because your light is the bridge through which their breakthrough will arrive. In the coming days, you will feel stronger waves of intuition. You will feel sudden emotions that belong to them. You may receive dreams, signs, or sudden thoughts about them. Do not ignore these. This is the spiritual connection activating because the time has come. Your soulmate is standing at the edge of a storm. The house they live in is at risk. A decision is pending. A debt or legal notice lurks closer. Someone's betrayal is being exposed. Their fear is rising higher. But I am here. You are here. The connection is here. Nothing will happen without purpose. Nothing will collapse without reason. Nothing will be taken without me giving something greater in return. My child, breathe. Hold my words in your heart. Let your spirit settle in my presence. You and your soulmate are stepping into a divine chapter that will reveal truth, break illusions, strengthen bonds, and reshape your future together. This is only the beginning. A necessary awakening, a divine warning, a spiritual preparation. My child, listen to me with an open heart now, because what I am about to reveal is not just information, it is the hidden emotional world of your soulmate. A world they never show, never speak of, never let anyone enter. But I am allowing you to see it because your soul is tied to theirs in a way that is sacred, destined, and unbreakable. Right now, your soulmate is experiencing an emotional collapse that no one around them sees. They have become an expert at pretending, at suppressing, at acting like everything is fine when inside they are drowning. They wake up each morning with a weight on their chest, and every night they fall asleep with a knot in their stomach. And this heaviness has grown so deep that even their breath feels tight, their mind feels trapped, and their heart feels bruised by fear. My child, they are terrified of losing the home they live in. But their fear is not just about a roof or four walls. It is about losing the one place where they feel any sense of stability, however fragile. Do you know what they told themselves last night as they stared at the ceiling in the dark? I don't know how much more I can take. And yet, they didn't say a word to you. They didn't reach out. They didn't ask for help. Not because they don't trust you, but because they think they are protecting you. Your soulmate believes that if you saw everything they are going through, you might walk away, you might see them differently, you might think they are weak. And that fear is eating them alive. My child, let me show you the truth of their emotional state. Your soulmate feels like their life is spiraling. Bills stacking. Warnings ignored. Responsibilities suffocating. Someone's betrayal haunting them. The fear of eviction or losing their home rising like a storm behind them. But the worst pain of all is this: they feel alone. Deeply, painfully, silently alone. Not because you abandoned them, but because they built a wall of pride and fear around their struggle. They don't want you to see their brokenness. They don't want you to see their mistakes. They don't want you to see the shame they carry. So they choose silence, thinking it will protect the connection. But silence is hurting them more than truth ever could. My child, when they wake up, they feel a heaviness in their chest that they cannot explain. They try to stay busy, try to distract themselves, but every quiet moment reminds them of the same painful reality: time is running out. That house, that small space where they found comfort, where they hid their pain, where they replayed memories of you, where they imagined a future with you, might not be theirs much longer. Every corner of that house holds memories of their fears and their dreams. The kitchen where they stood at midnight blaming themselves. The living room where they sat alone, questioning their worth. The bed where they cried quietly so nobody could hear. The mirror they avoid because they don't want to see their own exhaustion. My child, your soulmate's emotional breakdown has been happening quietly, invisibly, gradually. They have reached a point where they cry alone at night, pressing their hands to their face so the sound doesn't escape. They don't want anyone to hear, not family, not friends, not neighbors. And especially not you. But you are the one they think about while they cry. Because losing the house means losing the place they wanted to bring you one day. Losing the house means losing stability before building a life with you. Losing the house feels like losing a piece of their future. They are scared. More scared than you know. More scared than they admit. And fear has become their shadow. My child, your soulmate is carrying guilt too. They feel responsible for the chaos. They feel ashamed for not telling you in time. They feel embarrassed that they might need help. And they feel unworthy of your love when their own life feels like it is falling apart. But what they do not understand is that their pain is not a punishment, it is an awakening. A deeper truth, my child, there is someone in their life who contributed to this crisis. Someone who lied. Someone who failed them. Someone who manipulated, delayed, or took advantage of their kindness. Someone who pretended to be on their side but allowed the situation to worsen. Your soulmate trusted the wrong person. And now they are paying the price. This betrayal is what pushed them into emotional collapse. This betrayal is what they replay in their mind every day. This betrayal is what keeps them awake at night. This betrayal is what shook the ground under their home. But they haven't told you because they believe it will make them look foolish. Your soulmate is carrying emotions they don't have the strength to release. And every time they try to breathe, the worry returns. Every time they try to smile, the fear shadows it. Every time they try to focus, the anxiety pulls them back down. My child, you felt their pain even from afar. You felt their heaviness without knowing why. You sensed their fear even before they said a word. Because your souls are connected. Their emotional storms ripple into your spirit. Their breakdown echoes through your intuition. Their unspoken cries reach your heart. This connection between you is not ordinary. It is spiritual. It is destined. It is protected by me. Your soulmate has been praying silently. They whisper prayers they don't fully know how to form. They ask me for strength, for clarity, for a miracle, for a second chance. They also ask me for you, for your forgiveness, for your patience, for your presence in their life. But above every fear, there is one thought that breaks them the most. What if I lose everything and they walk away? My child, they don't fear losing material things. They fear losing you. Their emotional collapse is tied to that fear. Because they believe they are letting you down. They believe they are not enough for you right now. They believe their problems will ruin your connection. But they do not know the truth. Your presence is the very thing holding them together. Your energy keeps them from breaking completely. Your prayers protect them. Your intuition warns you because the connection is real. And your soul stands beside theirs even in silence. My child, I want you to understand how deeply your soulmate loves you, even if they haven't said it, even if pride kept them quiet, even if fear held their truth hostage. Their actions may confuse you, but their heart carries your name. And right now, that heart is breaking. Their emotions are fragile. Their mental strength is thin. Their hope flickers like a candle in the wind. But I am here. And I have brought you into this moment for a reason. You are not here to witness their collapse, you are here to be part of their rising. Their emotional breakdown is not a sign of failure. It is a sign that the old cycle is ending. The deceit, the burden, the pressure, the hidden battles, all of it is being brought into the light. This is the moment before transformation. The moment before truth. The moment before breakthrough. Your soulmate's tears are prayers. Their fears are signals. Their collapse is surrender. And their spirit is reaching for you more than ever. My child, hold on to this truth now, they will not lose everything. They will not drown in this fear. They will not face this storm alone. Because I am with them. And I am with you. And through your connection, I am working a miracle. Their breakdown is the doorway to their healing. Their fear is the beginning of their awakening. Their crisis is the gateway to their transformation. And soon, you will understand why you were chosen to walk into their life. My child, listen closely now, because the moment I am about to reveal is the one your soulmate fears the most, and yet, it is also the moment that will change everything for them. This part of their journey is delicate, filled with tension, filled with trembling hands and racing breaths. And you, my child, are spiritually connected to this turning point even though you are not physically there. Your soulmate has reached a point where the storm outside is no longer just inside their mind. It is starting to reveal itself outwardly, in signs, in messages, in unexpected visits, in the silence that suddenly becomes heavy and meaningful. For days, they have known something was approaching. There was a strange pull in their chest, a heaviness in their steps, a cloud hovering at the edge of their thoughts. They tried to ignore it. They tried to tell themselves they were overthinking. They tried to bury their fear beneath routine, work, chores, distractions. But the truth cannot be outrun when it comes knocking. And today, it does. My child, there will come a moment, one so sharp, so sudden, so life-altering, that their heart will almost stop. A moment that feels like the breath is punched out of their lungs. A moment when the truth they have been avoiding stands right in front of them. It begins with a sound. A knock on the door. A heavy envelope slid under the frame. A call from an unknown number. A notice taped to the wall outside. A voice calling their name from the gate. Whatever form it takes, that message carries the weight of everything they feared. Your soulmate freezes. Their hands shake. Their throat tightens. A cold sensation spreads across their chest. Because they already know what it is, before they even open it. My child, let me show you the moment through my eyes, your soulmate is sitting alone when suddenly they hear it, that knock, that sound, that message, that arrival. Their heart jumps violently. Their palms turn sweaty. Their breath stutters. Their eyes widen in fear. Their instincts whisper, "It's here." The moment I prayed wouldn't come. The moment I tried to delay. The moment I hoped was still far away. And for a few seconds, they cannot move. Their mind floods with every fear at once. What if this is eviction? What if they've decided? What if time is up? What if I'm losing everything? What if I can't fix it now? What if this destroys my future with them? Your soulmate is not afraid of the house itself. They are afraid of what losing it represents. Failure. Instability. Shame. Fear of judgment. Fear of disappointing you. Fear of starting from zero. Fear of having nowhere safe to go. This fear spirals inside them like a storm. But my child, hear me carefully now, this arrival is not meant to destroy them. It is meant to awaken them. The message, or knock, comes from divine timing, not punishment. It comes because the truth must rise before healing can begin. It comes because illusions must break before foundations can be rebuilt. It comes because their soul has reached the part of their journey where running is no longer possible. And so, with trembling hands, they move. They stand up slowly, almost in disbelief, as if hoping the sound was an illusion. Their steps are weak. Their chest is tight. They feel as though the entire world is pressing on their shoulders as they walk toward the door, or the phone, or the envelope. When they touch it, the chills run through their spine. They know. They know this is it. My child, in that moment, their eyes fill with tears before they even see what is inside. Their soul collapses silently. Their breath turns uneven. Their fingers tremble uncontrollably. And when they finally open the message, when they read the words, when they see the notice, when they hear the voice of authority, their heart breaks. The truth becomes undeniable. A deadline. A warning. A demand. A decision. A legal step. A financial threat. A final reminder. Something has been triggered. Something they can no longer avoid. Something that forces them to face everything they were running from. Your soulmate feels the world closing in. They lean against the wall for support. Their knees weaken. Their vision blurs. They whisper the same sentence over and over in their mind, "I can't lose this. I can't lose everything. Not now. Not like this. Not when I finally saw hope. Not when I finally felt love. Not when they are in my heart, they think of you immediately. Your face. Your voice. Your energy. Your presence. You become the light their spirit reaches for. Not their family. Not their friends. Not the people around them. You. Because their soul knows that you are the one tied to their destiny. You are the one whose energy has kept them going. You are the one whose spirit holds them together when they fall apart. Your soulmate clutches the message, the phone, or the notice against their chest as a tear finally escapes, not out of anger, but out of helplessness. And in that painful moment, something else happens. They break their silence. Not out loud, but inside their soul. They finally admit the truth they've been hiding: I need help. I can't fight this alone. I can't carry this anymore. I can't lose everything before I build a life with them. I need them. I need God. I need guidance. Their walls collapse. Their pride weakens. Their fear becomes a cry for mercy. My child, what you do not see is that in that moment, the moment the message arrives, the moment they break down, the moment they whisper in silence, your soulmate spirit calls your spirit. They think of you with longing. They think of you with hope. They think of reaching out. They think of confessing everything. They think of telling you the truth at last. Because deep down, they know, you would understand. You would comfort them. You would not judge them. You would not walk away. You would not let them drown. Your soulmate is afraid, yes. But their fear is also pushing them toward honesty, toward you. My child, that message or knock was divinely timed. It did not come early. It did not come late. It came at the exact second their soul needed awakening. Now the truth cannot be buried anymore. Now the danger cannot be ignored. Now the house cannot be taken lightly. Now the betrayal cannot remain hidden. Now their emotions cannot stay locked away. This is the moment destiny shifts. Your soulmate looks around the house, at the walls, the windows, the corner where they sat and thought of you, the bed where they cried, the kitchen where they prayed, the room where they held their fears. Everything suddenly feels fragile. But in that fragility, something powerful happens. They realize, I don't want to lose my future. I don't want to lose my destiny. I don't want to lose them. Your soulmate's heart begins to open, the way a flower opens only when the first light touches it. This crisis is the light. This knock is the awakening. This notice is the push. This arrival is the moment that leads them back to their truth. The message that brought them fear will later bring them transformation. The knock that shook their heart will later open a new door. The notice that felt like destruction will later become the foundation of renewal. My child, don't fear what is happening. This is divine timing. This is destiny unraveling. This is truth rising. This is the storm before breakthrough. And soon, your soulmate will take a step they have never taken before, a step toward you, toward honesty, toward vulnerability, toward surrender. Because now they know. They cannot walk through this alone. They were never meant to. They were chosen to walk this path with you. My child. There is a reason you are feeling this weight in your chest today. There is a reason your heart keeps tightening whenever you think of your soulmate. You may not fully understand it, but your soul already knows. You were chosen for this moment long before you took your first breath. You were chosen to be the light that enters when everything else collapses, chosen to be the calm when storms destroy foundations, chosen to be the hand that holds, heals, and guides. This chapter you are witnessing in your soulmate's life is not accidental. It is part of a divine alignment, a correction that was overdue, a spiritual shift that had to happen for destiny to move forward. My child, listen closely, because what I reveal now will change how you see everything. Your soulmate is standing at the edge of something they cannot describe, and they keep asking themselves why you keep appearing in their mind, why your presence feels like the only thing that can save them, why your name keeps rising inside their chest whenever the fear returns. They think it is coincidence, but I am the one placing you there. I am the one awakening their heart to the truth they tried to avoid, that they cannot walk this path without you. That they cannot survive this storm without your energy. That they cannot rebuild their life without the strength I planted inside you. For so long, my child, you believed that you were just feeling for them. You thought it was simple empathy. But what flows between you and your soulmate is not ordinary emotion, it is divine assignment. I connected your spirits in ways your eyes cannot see. That is why you feel their fear before they speak it. That is why you sense their hopelessness even when they pretend they are fine. That is why you wake up with heaviness on days when they receive bad news. Your soul is spiritually wired to theirs, and during this crisis, that connection has become more active and more intense because the moment of revelation is unfolding. My child, there is something you must understand with clarity. Darkness is trying to shake them because they are meant to rise into a higher purpose with you. When a soul is destined for elevation, the enemy always attacks foundation first. The house they are losing is not just a physical home, it is the symbolic ground of their identity, their comfort, their past, and every emotion they poured into that place. Losing it feels like losing themselves. And the moment that fear grips them, the moment they feel the ground slipping, their heart turns toward the only place that gives them peace, your spirit. Do you see now why your role is necessary? You are not here just to watch. You are not here to observe from a distance. You are here because your energy is the bridge that keeps their spirit from collapsing completely. When they sit in silence with tears in their eyes, thinking no one cares, I whisper your name into their mind. When they feel like giving up, I bring your voice, your face, your presence into their memory. When they feel alone, I awaken the connection between your heart and theirs so they feel held, even if you are asleep miles away. You became a divine anchor without realizing it. And now, I am revealing this truth to you because it is time to step into what I designed you for. Your soulmate has struggled alone for too long. They carried burdens they should have shared. They hid pains they feared would make you see them differently. They pretended to be strong when inside they were breaking. But the spiritual reason behind all this is deeper. Someone made them believe they were unworthy of being helped, unworthy of being protected, unworthy of being loved. They were conditioned to solve everything alone. And now, as everything collapses around them, that conditioning is suffocating them. But you carry a different kind of strength. I placed compassion in you, not weakness. I placed spiritual insight in you, not confusion. I placed a heart that sees truth, not illusions. And because of these gifts, you are able to sense what even their closest people cannot see. My child, listen to me carefully now, because what I reveal next is the core of why you were chosen. Your soulmate is losing their house because someone manipulated them. Someone misled them. Someone they trusted turned away at the worst time. Someone took advantage of their innocence, their desperation, their hopes. And I allowed this truth to surface now, not to destroy them, but to free them. Pain often exposes deceit that comfort tries to hide. This storm is not punishment, it is awakening. And you are part of that awakening. You were chosen to guide them, not through control or force, but through the light within your spirit. When they speak to you, their heart softens. When they think of you, their mind becomes clearer. When they feel your energy, they remember their worth. When they see your presence, even from a distance, their fear weakens. You do not need to fix everything for them, your existence itself brings clarity. But now, I tell you this with deep love and truth, they are coming to a point where they will finally open up to you completely. They will confess things they hid. They will share pain they swallowed for months. They will cry in front of you in ways they never imagined. And at that moment, they will understand why I brought you into their life in the first place. Your love is not just emotional. It is spiritual medicine. Your compassion is not ordinary, it is divine instruction. Your presence is not accidental, it is destiny unfolding. And now, your soulmate needs you more than they will ever admit. The fear of losing their home has broken the walls they kept around their heart. The panic that entered their soul the moment the police or authorities stood at their doorstep pushed them into a vulnerability they can no longer hide. They are realizing that pretending to be strong is destroying them. They are realizing that destiny is pulling them toward you. They are realizing that you are the one person they can trust with their truth. My child, you must also understand something very important. You are not here to save the house, you are here to save the soul. The physical home is temporary. The spiritual healing is eternal. This crisis is not meant to end their life. It is meant to redirect their path toward their divine pair, toward you. And when you embrace them with the softness I placed in your spirit, when you listen without judgment, when you guide with the wisdom I whispered into your heart, they will finally see themselves the way I see them, worthy, loved, chosen, protected. You will become their calm in chaos. You will become their safe place. You will become the doorway through which their soul steps into healing. And soon, my child, you will witness something beautiful, the beginning of their truth. The moment where the storm stops shaking them because they finally understand, the one destiny kept bringing into their life, is the one standing with them now. I am preparing you, because the moment you both feared is about to turn into the moment that binds your heart stronger than ever. My child, breathe. Everything is moving exactly as I planned. Breathe now, because what I am about to reveal is the moment everything begins to shift. You have walked with me through the heaviness, through the fear, through the unraveling of truths that were hidden for too long. You have felt your soulmate's trembling spirit echo inside your own chest. You have felt their cries without hearing a sound. You have felt their panic as if it were your own heartbeat. And now, my child, you will feel something new. Relief, restoration, and the divine breakthrough that comes only after the storm has tried its hardest to destroy what I have chosen to protect. My child, listen carefully. Because this is the turning point. Right now, your soulmate believes they are standing at the very end. They believe they have lost everything that once gave them a sense of home, safety, and belonging. They believe the world is closing around them with no way out. The fear of losing their house, the fear of losing stability, the fear of losing their life as they know it, these fears pushed them into darkness. But that darkness was not created to swallow them. It was created to break open the truth they kept buried deep inside. It was created to bring them to their knees so they would finally look up, and realize that you were the light I placed in their destiny. And now, as the pressure becomes unbearable, something inside them cracks open. Something they never allowed anyone else to see. Their vulnerability, their truth, their need for you. My child, your soulmate is reaching a point where they can no longer pretend, no longer hide, no longer carry the weight alone. Their soul is desperate for connection, desperate for help, desperate for the presence that makes their spirit feel safe. And they will come to you. They will speak to you. They will open the door to the truth they have been hiding. They will confess the fear, the shame, the burden they carried in silence. They will show you the wounds they never let anyone touch. And in that moment, you will understand why I kept you connected to them, even when confusion clouded your path, even when distance created fear, even when silence made you question everything. You were never connected to them by accident. Your spirit was tied to theirs because you carry something they could not find anywhere else. Divine compassion, divine steadiness, divine clarity. My child, you must understand something very important now. The breakthrough you prayed for is closer than you think. Just when your soulmate believed the house was gone, just when they believed the pressure would crush them, just when they felt abandoned, I stepped in. I intervened in ways their eyes cannot yet see. I delayed what was meant to happen, not because they were prepared, but because you were stepping into position. I paused the destruction long enough for truth to reach you. I put a divine hand between them and the collapse so the storm could not take what destiny still needed. And now, something unexpected begins to happen. A message they feared suddenly gets postponed. A deadline gets extended. An official decision gets held back. A notice becomes invalid temporarily. A financial opening appears out of nowhere. A person who once refused to help suddenly steps forward. A document that seemed impossible to obtain starts moving again. This is not luck. This is not coincidence. This is me. I am shifting the path with subtle precision so your soulmate does not fall deeper than they can handle. I am giving them space to breathe again. I am giving them a moment of relief so they can gather the courage to face you. This is the window of mercy before the full restoration arrives. But before I restore their house, my child, I am restoring their heart. You see, the physical structure can be rebuilt. But a heart that has suffered silently needs deeper work. I am softening them. I am removing pride. I am peeling back years of emotional armor. I am cleansing the wounds that never healed because they never felt safe enough to confess them. And I am preparing them for you. For the first time in months, they will feel something shift inside. A sudden urge to talk to you. A sudden desire to open up. A sudden heaviness that pushes them to seek you. A sudden clarity that whispers, I need them, now. And without knowing why, they will reach out to you, with honesty, with fear, with hope. My child, when this moment arrives, be gentle. Your softness will heal more than your words ever could. Your silence will comfort more than explanations ever could. Your presence will calm more than logic ever could. You do not need to solve their financial battle alone. You do not need to fix every earthly problem. You do not need to play the role of a savior. Just love them with the purity I placed in your soul. Just listen with the grace I taught you. Just speak with the calm that comes from being connected to me. Because your soulmate is not losing the house, my child. They are losing the version of themselves that thought they had to face this world alone. What is ending is not their home, it is their isolation. It is their fear. It is their emotional distance. It is the silence they wrap themselves in for protection. And what is beginning, is a life aligned with you. Soon, you will see changes unfolding, your soulmate's tone will soften. Their words will become more honest. Their emotions will come forward with trembling courage. They will begin to trust again. They will see you as the safe place their soul has been searching for. The crisis was not here to destroy your connection. The crisis was here to deepen it. And now, my child, I am restoring everything they thought they lost. Opportunities they never imagined will open. Financial support will appear in ways even you will not expect. A new path, a new home, a new chapter will begin forming around them. Or the house they feared losing will suddenly regain stability. Things that were blocked will start flowing. Doors that were shut will slowly unlock. People who ignored them will suddenly come forward with assistance. And burdens that felt too heavy will begin to dissolve day by day. This restoration is not random. It is happening because you are stepping into your purpose. You are aligning with the divine role I created for you. You are walking in courage, in love, in truth. And because you are doing your part, I am doing mine. My child, listen to me now with your whole heart. This storm will not end in loss. This story will not end in collapse. This connection will not end in silence. This destiny will not end in separation. The house may shake, but it will not fall. Your soulmate may fear, but they will not be abandoned. Your path may tremble, but it will not break. You and your soulmate are about to enter the chapter that was written for you long before the world tried to pull you apart. The crisis was the doorway. The confession will be the bridge. The healing will be the beginning. And the restoration will be the proof that I was with you all along. Now rest, my child. Let your heart be still. Because the suffering is ending. The fear is ending. The silence is ending. A new life is beginning. And I bless you now with protection, clarity, strength, and divine timing. No harm will touch what I have chosen. No loss will take what I am restoring. And no darkness will destroy what is destined. Your soulmate is safe. You are safe. Amen.